Welcome to Unitech's graduation ceremony. I'd like to take a moment to ask you to silence your phones and remain in your seats during the ceremony. Thank you.
Please be seated. Good evening, graduates. Good evening, family and friends. Can we give a round of applause for our honorees tonight? Graduates, we are so excited and happy that your day is finally here. It's been a long journey. Let's see, we went through a pandemic, we've been through Ida, but we are here. I'm so proud of all of you. So, welcome to the 2021 Fall Commencement Ceremony. I am Erica Santos, Regional Director for the New Orleans campus and online campus with Unitech Training Academy. I'm delighted that family and friends and those that are out in our virtual world watching us from afar, y'all wave to y'all family out there that couldn't be here tonight. I am honored to have each of you here to join us for this special occasion. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our Director of Education in New Orleans, Felicia Burns, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. We ask that you all please stand. Thank you.
Good evening. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all. All right, will you please remain standing for Ms. Breon Smith as she brings the invocation.
Please bow your heads. Father, I have knowledge, so will you show me now how to use it wisely and find a way somehow to make the world that I live in a little better place and make life with its problems a little bit easier to face. Grant me faith and courage and put purpose in my days and show me how to serve thee in effective ways. So my education, my knowledge, and my skill may find their true fulfillment as I learn to do thy will. And may I ever be aware in everything that I do that knowledge comes from learning and wisdom comes from you. Amen.
You may now be seated. In order to produce high-quality graduates, such as the esteemed group here before us today, it takes a team. Without the hard work and dedication of the employees of Unitech Training Academy to meet the mission set forth by our founder, Dina Head, and CEO, Noah Brandon, we certainly would not be here today. With the staff of Unitech Training Academy, please rise as your name is called. The Unitech Training Academy administrative team and staff is Director of Education, Ms. Felicia Burns for the New Orleans campus. Online Director of Education, Ms. Tanara Basnak. Registrar, Ms. Brittany Ard. Financial Aid Officer, Jonique Foster. Career Services Coordinator, Mr. Cedric Ivory. Financial Aid Officer, Ms. Naira George. Admissions Representative, Ms. Tidra Cheney. Online Admissions Representative, Ms. Tiffany Washington. Executive Secretary, Ms. Amy Vicknair. And our Facility Coordinator, Mr. Brian Augustine. It is also my extreme pleasure to announce the faculty of the New Orleans campus. Lead Dental Assisting Instructor, Ms. Breon Smith. I guess we know who the favorite is. Lead Early Childhood Ancillary Certificate Instructor, Ms. Terry Lynn. EKG Phlebotomy Program Chair, Ms. Roxanne Peacock. Sorry, Bree. Lead Massage Therapy Instructor, Ms. Jean Tassara. Pharmacy Technician Program Director, Mrs. Sharon Garrett. I stand corrected, Ms. Sharon Garrett. And Pharmacy Technician Instructor, Ms. Michelle Bonilla. Thank you, faculty and staff our corporate members from afar for your hard work and dedication to our students and the mission of Unitech Training Academy. Now I would love to turn the podium over to Mr. Cedric Ivory for the recognition of our community partners and advisory board members. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to all our grads. I'd like to take the time to acknowledge and thank our participating advisory board members for their service to our school in helping our programs and students stay relevant in their current career path. We want to thank Yvette Ducan, RPH Oshner, Main Campus, Mike Rex, Carroll, Bayou Script, H&W Drug Store, Pamela Bates with Walgreens, Dr. J. Dumas, Dr. Willa Dumas, Dr. Joe Bro from Bayou Braces, Dentistry by Design, Dr. Dwight McKenna, Dr. Cleopatra Thomas, Dr. Lisa Materney Comox, Dr. Stephanie Thomas, Dr. Michelle Harris with Humana, Pamela Woodridge, LCMC Health, Reggie Tackett, Walgreens, Alicia Alonzo is with First Name Basis, Jade Harlow, Daughters of Charity, Denise Hudson, East Jefferson Hospital, Elaine Banks, Oshner and Kenner, Julia Singleton, The Breath is Life, Rhonda Smith with Massage Envy, Susan Johnson, Walgreens, Nasha Rome, she's with Taylor Dental, Darnista Nora, she's with Spring Ridge Academy, Monique Rowe, Carly Care Kids, Arthurine Johnson, Precious Little Lambs, Rochelle Wilcox with Wilcox Academy, Anita Kennedy is with Kennedy's Kids, and Miranda Scott with Cuddy Bear Academy. We truly thank those board members for being a part of our organization. Now I would like to turn the podium over to Ms. Tanara Besnak, our online Director of Education, and she is going to introduce our speaker for this evening. Thank you.
Mrs. Shaylin M. Randolph, known as Shay, is a progressive healthcare leader with a genuine passion for people. She holds a Master's of Science in Nursing as a family nurse practitioner from Loyola University, New Orleans, as well as a Master's of Business from Louisiana State University College of Business. With over 21 years of consistent healthcare experiences, Shay has utilized both clinical and business knowledge to successfully advance patient healthcare experiences and positively impact healthcare outcomes within a variety of healthcare settings. She has also held several professional and community positions with which she has provided a variety of skill sets that are imperative for success in today's ever-changing healthcare environment. Shay is a motivated and engaged healthcare advocate. She is totally committed to ensuring each of her patients receive holistic care that will result in the best healthcare outcomes. Shay currently serves as the lead advanced practice provider for Oshner Urgent Care South Shore region. Without any further ado, I present to you our guest speaker this evening, Mrs. Shaylin Randolph.
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. Congratulations, everyone. All right, let me just get my glasses on. I would like to say thank you so much to this faculty and staff for allowing me to come and speak to you tonight. It is an honor and a privilege to be before you on today. My ultimate goal on tonight is to inspire, motivate, and encourage others to be the best version of themselves. I do not take this privilege lightly, and I'm very humbled by this invitation. As I stand before you, I also realize that I sat where you're sitting on tonight. As a student, I dreamed. As a graduate, I persevered. And as a woman, I continually focus on the higher calling for my life. I would like to start by reading one of my favorite quotes by Oprah Winfrey, which states, "Follow your passion, it will lead you to your purpose." I want you to ponder on that for a moment. Think about purpose. Purpose is defined as the reason for which something exists, is done, made, used, etc. As a young child and young adult, I knew my purpose was to serve others. I was a born leader and not afraid of challenges. Now, how it would play out in my life, I had no idea, but I continue to walk in faith. As you can see from my bio, I have achieved multiple degrees, held several key positions, created an alliance of professional relationships, and have a sustainable relationship that has set me up for such a time as this. It took hard work, perseverance, focus, mistakes, successes, wins, losses, failures, lonely days, naysayers, cheering squads, blinders, and above all, faith. Today, I serve as an advanced practice provider site lead for Ochsner Urgent Care for the South Shore region. I love the ability to impact the lives of my patients every day. I get to lead an amazing team of providers who also contribute to the healthcare solutions within the community. I wake up every morning knowing I'm going to make a difference in somebody else's life. Now, with that being said, I would be remiss to not pause and thank my amazing husband, Damian Randolph Sr., who's in the house, and my 13-year-old twins, DJ and Shade, for their unwavering support throughout my life processes. Family is always first, and at the end of the day, they have my front and my back. I had to pause and say this because when I tell you my story, you'll understand why. Tonight, I will share a special story about overcoming obstacles while persevering with grace and determination. What I'm about to share with you is very personal and private to me. However, I want to be very transparent and also allow God to use me and my testimony to encourage you. So listen closely. For anyone who knows me, they understand my passion for people, my determination to reach my goals, and the courage to lead with purpose. I do not shy away from challenges, but I will seize opportunities as they present themselves. For example, April 2019, I was offered the opportunity to start my own aesthetic business. I was so excited and I knew I could do it. My husband, as he always been, was totally committed to ensuring that whatever it took, we would make it work. We spoke to our children, discussed the plan, prayed together, and moved forward with the decision. I clearly remember my husband and I having an intimate conversation about this. I told him I was a little scared about the decision and jumping in so quick. And he looked at me and said, "I'm glad you're scared, because if you weren't, I would be concerned." But then he said, "You don't have to be scared, because we're going to jump together." And he's never left my side through this entire process. Now, mind you, I had an amazing job as a full-time nurse practitioner for Ochsner, working downtown, great hours, 7:30 to 4:30, Monday through Thursday, half a day on Friday, great benefits. I was fine. But I knew if I did not seize this moment, it may not present itself again. I remember the day so well. On May 6th, I submitted my resignation to transition from a full-time to PRN provider. And on May 19th, I opened up my spa. It was called Shay's Health and Beauty Spa. I was overjoyed and proud that my husband, my kids, my family, friends, everyone would be able to witness this amazing accomplishment. I also remember wishing my dad and my grandmother was there to be able to celebrate as well, but I knew they were there in spirit. So wow, me, a young black female in a prominent area with a high-end aesthetic spa. Who would have known a little country girl from Darrow, Louisiana would have opened her own business? Well, there was a long haul of support from all of my family and friends, especially in my hometown. I received so many private messages of encouragement and heartwarming texts that it was very overwhelming, but it kept me grounded. I can't even describe the feeling I had to be able to drive to work and knowing that I would open my business. The grind began immediately, and I hit the ground running because I knew I wanted the business to be a success. My vision statement for the business read, "At Shay's Health and Beauty Spa, we offer a refreshing approach to capturing the essence of each individual's unique features. Our team is committed to empowering the beauty within while lending confidence and rejuvenation to the outer you." Who wouldn't want to go there? I want to go back now. Fast forward, November of 2019. Business was increasing, clientele was growing, word of mouth referrals were steadily climbing. We even hosted a Christmas event in November. We launched a commercial and began branding for the company. I worked tirelessly to ensure my clients were satisfied with their results, the business was moving forward, and my employees were taken care of. Everything was moving in the right direction. I even flew to Miami to work on cadavers to inject people for Botox and fillers. Sometimes, again, I kept pinching myself saying, I cannot believe this is a dream come true. Then came March 2020. Who remembers 2020? On March 16th, I had just finished my last client injections, and I closed up for the day. But since I was still working PRN in the clinic, I was privy to the information of the COVID counts, what was going on in the city, how they were looking at restrictions, and so forth. As I monitored the reports, I communicated with my boss at Urgent Care, and I considered the new increase in patient influx that I offered to help pick up extra shifts. We all thought this was a pause, real quick, we'll back to work. COVID. As the news became clear and clear, and we were entering a pandemic, I started to position my social media and email messaging to my clients while also prepared my staff for a temporary closure. Well, COVID was real and the numbers began to increase. As a business owner and healthcare provider who was also working frontline, my moral and integrity was centered around patient safety, and that took priority. The risk of someone contracting COVID from me working on the front line for an elective procedure was not worth it. I did not want to put anybody at risk, including my family, my staff, and my clients. Many folks criticized me for pausing services. Some clients even asked if I can do back deal services, even during a pandemic. But again, my morals took precedence. I watched people in aesthetic businesses who juggled decisions on whether they were going to close or continue to practice. I chose morals and client safety. That said, and as COVID continued to permeate local communities across the world and within our local communities, the temporary restrictions extended next month, then the following month, all the way through July. Now, if you can imagine having to close a new business while having to pay overhead, engage your staff and clients during this time, you can imagine this could be a little overwhelming. There were many days I would go to work, back-to-back shifts at the urgent care, leave from work, go to the clinic, and try to call patients to keep them engaged. There was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this practice, and I couldn't even tell you how much money we had invested into the practice. I did not want to burden my family with unforeseen pauses in operations, as well as the financial impact that it would bring to our family. But as the pandemic continued to unfold, the dream of my business began to look bleak and hopeless. I was working so much at the urgent care, my health started to take an impact. One day at work, I was seeing patients and I became dizzy, and they took my blood pressure and brought me a free ticket to an ambulance ride to Ochsner ER. Could you imagine going to the ER in the pandemic where none of your family members could come? And I'm the patient and I'm the provider who takes care of people? So look at these key stressors. I'm working on the front line in the COVID pandemic. I'm newly diagnosed with high blood pressure, and my business is slipping through the cracks. How could any person make it through all these things at one time? As you can imagine, this was a very trying time for a business owner, but also as a wife, mom, and healthcare provider. I was literally working overtime at urgent care to keep the bills taken care of at the business with the doors closed. Lo and behold, my family, my rock, continued to encourage me and motivate me to keep moving. We knew we had to make a decision, and it was a tough decision. But on September 14th of 2020, I had to close my doors permanently. Talking about this brings back memories, so excuse me if I choke a little bit. I spoke with my lawyer and began the closing processes, and we went to work. Perseverance was in full effect at this time because I knew I could not afford to stand still or have a pity party. We had to move and exit gracefully. My husband and my son came to the clinic, and they started moving everything. My daughter was down upstairs with me moving the equipment and all of the paintings. And the last part of the moving process was for me to take my sign down. I had a beautiful sign that was a neon sign. It had shades, and it was a backdrop to where my clients took pictures after they had their lips filled or Botox pictures or whatever, and they used it for social media support. Well, when they took the sign down, it hit rock bottom. I literally remember falling to my knees crying. It was just heartbreaking. But we left out the door. I kept my head up. I got in a car, and my 12-year-old daughter told me, she said, "Mommy, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna be all right because we are proud of you. We know you work hard, and it's gonna work for you." I remember crying in my husband's arms that night, just could not remember how we even got through 2020 and the pandemic and all of this unfolding. However, I knew I had to take it to the next level and make the announcement. So on the next day, I sent the email on social media and email to my clients. Could you imagine the amount of calls and texts I received from family and friends? At first, I was like, I cannot look at this, but it was so overwhelming with support. I had no idea, even through my business closing, and I'm thinking I'm failing, I'm impacting people on a daily basis. It was literally overwhelming. Just remember that someone's always watching you through your journey. So as I persevered and made it through that time, I took some time off to kind of reflect and see what happened through the process. So I'm going somewhere with this because I want you all to remember 2020 happened, COVID hit, I closed the business, we had to close it out. Now I'm telling my patients, this is in September, November comes, guess who gets COVID? Me. During this time, same time last year, I was on quarantine. I brought COVID home to my husband and my daughter. It was the worst feeling because it was what I feared all year because I wanted to protect my family, my patients, and my clients. But God, we were able to get through that, and we are all well and strong on today. This whole process was a mental and spiritual battle. My closest friends and colleagues continued to watch if I was gonna move forward or stay stuck. Well, I'm here to tell you today, I'm still pressing forward, and I want you all to be encouraged. As a woman who works very hard every day to be the best person, the best woman of God, wife, mother, and leader I can be, I'm encouraging you to know that you can do whatever you put your mind to. I wanted to at least give you a gist of, even through trials, and I'm gonna give you some points because I wrote down a lot of things after I reflected on all of the things that happened in 2020 to encourage you with. Before I give you those quotes, I want to make sure and share a favorite scripture with me because this scripture saved my life when I was in college, and I also pulled it in 2020. Jeremiah 29:11 states, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for you to prosper and not to harm you. Plans to give you a future and hope." The lessons I've learned through the process till this day, if you can remember anything for the stories or what I just shared with you, I want you to know no matter what your life trials, tests, or bumps along the way occur, know that you are purposed for such a time as this. Your destiny does not determine where you're gonna go. It's not situational, I'm sorry. Stay focused on your purpose. Your journey will take you on some trips and even roller coasters that you did not even plan for, but God has you in his hand. Your path is designed specifically for you, so keep moving towards your point of destination. You can be whatever you want to be. This graduation is a step towards your destiny. Everyone's journey may look different, and that's okay, but you have to keep walking in your purpose, in your lane. I began my career as a medical assistant at Ochsner, and I was so prideful in everything I did. And they looked at me, they were like, oh, you're writing all this stuff down and you're doing all these things. Just know that as a new grad, they don't hire you in this department. Guess who got hired? Shaylin Randolph. I continued to move forward. I worked and went to school and continued. I graduated from Charity School of Nursing proudly, and then I went to Loyola and obtained my nurse practitioner degree. The last thing I want you to know is choose not to focus, rehearse, discuss, or become stuck in disappointments of the past. Some people like to talk about your past to remind you of just those very disappointments. Don't allow it. Don't let your past define you. Instead, focus on the life lessons and how you engaged in your experiences as you move forward to your purpose. One of my mentors once told me, if you fail, fail fast. Because if you have a pity party, it's going to slow your progress. And it's true. The last quote I want to share is, I never lost. I either win or learn. And that's by Nelson Mandela. We all have a story to share. Use your past lessons as testimonies to encourage, inspire, and motivate yourself and others. It's a daily and constant process, but God is faithful. As you start your career journey, think about how your life has been impacted and changed for the better, even when you couldn't see it at a time. I know you all have been through a lot. We've all been through a lot with Ida, but I know just from driving down here yesterday, I worked in the Homa Clinic and seeing still the need. I applaud you all for coming here tonight to celebrate, because this is a huge accomplishment. If you can pause for a moment and reflect and realize the message is in the experience. I pray each of you shine bright as you begin your path for greatness. And I thank you again, faculty, for allowing me to come and share this message of perseverance. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Randolph, for such an inspiring word and for sharing your story with us. Can you please give our commencement speaker a round of applause one more time? On behalf of Unitech Training Academy, we would like to present you with this token of appreciation for your dedication to our community and for serving as our 2021 Fall Commencement Speaker of the Year. Thank you. All right, so at every ceremony, in each commencement ceremony, we present one prestigious award to a graduate who, in our eyes, has just had an exemplified an outstanding characteristic of excellence. So tonight's award is called the Award of Excellence. The Award of Excellence is awarded to a student who has an extremely positive attitude that extends far into positive action. So, without further ado, after taking an early retirement, it was his dream to always be a massage therapist. Finally, the door opened to his lifelong career of choice. The graduate is not only a respected leader as a pharmacist, but also became a leader amongst his peers and Unitech family. This graduate has had a track record of success for some time. serving previously as a senior regional manager with bio-oncology. However, despite his prior success in his journey on the road to becoming a licensed massage therapist, it was not easy. He had to overcome challenges such as the pandemic, like we all have, Hurricane Ida, testing for the NBLEX when the campus was closed. I remember getting phone calls from his instructor. Is there any way you mind if I go and team up so that we can get this person prepared to take the NBLEX exam? Hard work and dedication is all in his nature. This graduate consistently came to the campus with an extraordinarily, extremely positive attitude and could be counted on to volunteer to assist students outside of his program, community partners, getting massage therapy clinics set up throughout the campus with our different career and advisory board members, as well as helping his fellow classmates. In fact, one time we had a dress contest and we wanted to see who could wear the most green. And this man came in with green shorts, green socks, more green than you could possibly imagine, showing his school spirit. He is a member of the National Technical Honor Society and has started putting his skills to use as an employee at Spa Atlantis, along with several of his classmates. In addition to saving lives through medication, his new mission, and I got that from his clinical file. I've never seen a clinical file with a dissertation in it, but this student wrote one. When he only had to do 150 words, he wrote one. But his new mission in life is no longer to help and touch lives through the use of medication as a pharmacist, but his new mission is to touch lives through massage therapy and making people feel better. It is my extreme honor and pleasure to announce the 2021 Excellence Award recipient to Mr. Derek Woody Terry. I will now turn the podium over to our Director of Education, Ms. Felicia Burns.
All right. At this time, I would like to present the academic awards. For each academic program, the graduate with the highest cumulative grade point average is designated as the valedictorian for that program. The salutatorian is a graduate with the second highest grade point average for that program. In the event of a tie, the graduate with the best overall attendance percentage will receive the distinction of valedictorian. Each valedictorian has been asked to prepare a brief speech for the commencement ceremony tonight. The valedictorian and the salutatorian for each program will be receiving an award tonight for honoring their distinction. Ms. Breon. All right, so we're gonna do dental assisting first. Ms. Breon, please, okay. All right, the fall salutatorian for the dental assistant program is Shelby Mortensen. The fall valedictorian for the dental assistant program is Teray Glenn.
This too shall pass. This quote stuck with me my entire time at Unitech. My journey here at Unitech was quite challenging, from being undecided and unsure about the program I wanted to enroll in, all the way up to completing my clinical schedule. There were so many trials, tribulations, and obstacles that I thought I couldn't overcome, but I was shown otherwise. So many days I wanted to just give up, but I didn't because I kept thinking, this too shall pass, or you're almost done. One thing that made me get started at Unitech was because I had already given up my online classes in the midst of getting my bachelor's degree in psychology to enroll in Unitech. I felt as though I had already taken a loss and it was too late to turn back now, so why not? I enrolled, I got started, and yes, I can admit that it took a lot of all-nighters, me crying my eyes out, because I felt as if, thank y'all. I felt as if I was doing everything for nothing, but I finished, and I now have this under my belt. I said all this to say that if I did this, working at a gas station from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. every night, in and out of the hospital with Crohn's disease, running inside to do homework before the timeline is done. I feel like anybody. I feel like anyone could have done it. I first thank God for everything He's done for me, first and foremost. Because without Him, I honestly could admit that I wouldn't have made it. Ms. Smith, thank you for all the pep talks and the help of your kind criticism. And I thank a few of my family members and myself for keeping me going, because giving up would have been easy, but I know that this too shall pass, and it did. Thank you.
Now we're to the ECAC award. With the EAC instructor, please stand up. There we go. All right, the fall salutatorian for the Early Childhood Ancillary Certificate Program is Lachey Lockett. All right, we're going to move on to the fall valedictorian for the Early Childhood Ancillary Certificate Program is Quanisha Jones.
Good evening, fellow classmates, students, parents, faculty, and staff. I'd like to start by thanking God for allowing us all to be here this evening. I'm honored to be chosen as the 2021 valedictorian for the Early Childhood Program. I can hardly fathom the right words to describe my eternal gratitude towards all of my loved ones who have helped me to get here to this day. Thank you for your ample amounts of love, support, and motivation throughout this journey. Standing here today, I can admit that this has been the longest and most arduous year for most of us. Education during a pandemic, Hurricane Ida, and can we talk about these insane gas prices? A few months ago, during a lecture, my instructor, Ms. Terry Lynn, played a TED Talk video with the late Dr. Rita Pearson. There were a few things that stuck with me, but the one that stuck the most is when the late Dr. Pearson stated, "Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best that they can possibly be." This quote reminds me that every child needs that person who will constantly push them to be the best that they can be. Someone who will never give up on them, who listens to them, ensures they know they are the authors of their own story. And lastly, someone who always pushes them to challenge their inner fears and constantly reassuring them that they are someone, even when they may not believe or feel like they are. In closing, I'll say, put God first in everything you do. And whatever you do it for you. And make sure you give it your all. I want you all to look at how far you've come, and remember, it's never too late to start a new journey or create a new path. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Ms. Roxy and Ms. CJ, would you please come forward? The fall salutatorian for the EKG phlebotomy technician program is Ms. Rajanae Brown. The fall valedictorian for the EKG phlebotomy technician program is Brooke Labie.
Okay. I'm so nervous, not even gonna lie. Okay, the best way to predict your future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln. So I know some of us thought this day would probably never come. I know I didn't. I started Unitech in 2017 and I didn't even complete the program. I'm not even gonna lie. I probably went to like a month of class. And then that was that. So I came back in 2020. I didn't want to make the same mistakes before. So I set a goal for myself to maintain a certain grade throughout my whole entire program. And I fought hard to attend every class and turn in every assignment on time, no matter what was going on. If it wasn't for the teachers and staff at Unitech, I wouldn't be able to stand here today, so thank you for all your help through my journey in becoming a better student and giving me the skills and knowledge to succeed in my future endeavors. To the next class behind me of 2022, my message to you is don't be afraid to ask for help, because everybody here at Unitech wants you to do good and graduate. Oh, God.
Ms. Jonique, would you please come forward? The spring salutatorian for the medical assistant program is Tia Oliver. The spring valedictorian for the medical assistant program is Jalen Smith.
The only way to great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it, keep looking, don't settle. Steve Jobs. My journey at Unitech was challenging yet so rewarding. I started Unitech because I was tired of working in retail. I always wanted to be a nurse. I thought a degree in medical assistant can help me experience healthcare firsthand before applying to nursing school. I chose to attend an evening program while working full-time during the day. Being a successful student required a lot of time studying and dedicating my free time to my studies instead of leisure activities. So many people have helped me along my journey. My family was my biggest support system during this time, and I'm forever grateful for them. There are so many people at Unitech that made a difference in my life. Miss Erica Santos, campus director, was always so upbeat and encouraging. She is the prime example of a role model. My instructor, Miss Foster, was beyond amazing. Miss Foster taught me things about myself that I couldn't see through my own eyes. She helped me build my self-confidence and helped me push through challenging times. I'm so thankful for her. Miss Brittany was also a great instructor and very knowledgeable about a lot of things. Miss Nara, Miss Tanara, and Mrs. Cedric are always so helpful and encouraging even after my program was complete. Attending Unitech was like therapy for me. I needed to be around people that was positive and inspiring. This school helped bring out the best in me and challenged me to keep reaching for my goals. To my classmates, I want to encourage you to never give up on your dreams. We made it through school during the pandemic, and that alone is amazing. I leave with you a quote by Maya Angelou. You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. Thank you.
Ms. Tanara, would you please come forward? The fall salutatorian for the medical billing and coding program is Dashanique Santiago. The spring valedictorian for the medical billing and coding program is Lacey Bart.
When you leave here, don't forget why you came. Although my program was a short 9 months, there were often times I had to remind myself why I started in the first place and why I needed to continue. My son is my reason. I would not be standing in front of you all if it wasn't for him. He motivates me to be a better woman and a mother. Sorry. I started this to create a career that I can be proud of for him. I have been a single mother since he was 2 and he is now 6. I want him to see anything as possible, no matter your circumstances and all the challenges you may face. He is not the only person I have to thank. I also could not have completed this process without the support of my mother and my sister. They have truly been a rock for me throughout my entire program. I'm excited to see what the future holds for all of us. I wish nothing but opportunity and success for the entire graduating class of fall 2021. Thank you.
Will Ms. Jean please come forward, and also Ms. Tidra. The fall salutatorian for the massage therapy program is Derek Terry. The fall valedictorian for the massage therapy program is Ms. Jasmine Weber.
So, through God, all things are possible. And to my son, Jaron, where are you? You see my hard work pays off, okay? Remember that. All right. So about 1 year ago, the first week of November, I've decided to go to school to become a massage therapist. I pick up the phone, I made a few phone calls to different schools that offer the program, and Unitech Training Academy piqued my interest the most. So I agreed to go in for an in-person tour. The lady I spoke with on the phone told me to come in the next day, which was on a Friday. Now, just to give you a little insight of what was going on in my life at the time, I was planning a surprise birthday party for my dad that was taking place the following weekend. So as you can imagine, I was doing a lot of running around, and my day was overwhelmingly occupied with things to do. However, I was like, sure, why not? I can squeeze in a little tour. So I did. Everyone seemed genuinely friendly, and I heard amazing things about my instructor, Ms. Jean. I finally met with her, and I knew that this was the right school for me. So fast forward a few minutes later, I'm back in the enrollment office, signing my life away to the school for the next 9 months that will begin on Monday, which was only 3 days away. It all happened in a blink of an eye. I knew that this was a school for me. However, I was not planning to start school at that moment. I became hesitant. I began telling myself that it's too soon, I'm not prepared, it's too much going on in my life right now. I have to plan this party so I won't have the time to do the schoolwork or study. And then, not to mention, Christmas is right around the corner. You know, I don't have the luxury of Santa buying everything. I gotta do some stuff, buy some stuff too. So it just wasn't the right timing for me. However, I quickly shifted my thoughts. I told myself that it's the enemy wanting me to believe that I couldn't make it work. I began telling myself that I can do this and I will do this. I knew if I had to wait for the perfect time to start making accomplishments, then the timing would never be right and I would never get anything accomplished. So shifting my attitude and reminding myself of all the positive, I began school that Monday and spent my first week planning a party all day long and up all night studying and completing my assignments. I found a way to make it work. I got through the first week, but it only got harder from there throughout the program. I didn't really know what I was expecting because, like I said, I didn't give it much thought. I didn't have time to give it much thought, but massage school wasn't anything I imagined it could be. I thought I would learn, the proper way to massage, some massage techniques, and, a few muscles that I thought I mostly knew. Oh no, it was hardly that simple. I felt as if I was in medical school, which I did not sign up for. I tell you, this experience has taught me valuable lessons that I will forever use throughout my years to come. I learned that you control the narrative of your life. It all begins with an idea, followed by belief. You have to stop doubting yourself and believe in yourself. Understand that great things don't come easy, so be willing to do what most wouldn't. Work hard for what you want and find ways to make your idea work. Cry if you must, because I know many of us probably have, but don't dwell on it. Shift your attitude and tell yourself that you're worthy and remind yourself that this is what becoming successful feels like. I see it like this. You have only two options, succeed or fail. Ask yourself, am I willing to put in the work to succeed, or do I want to take the easy route and fail? I'm not here to tell you how to fail, but it's pretty simple. Just give up. Throw in the towel, call it quits. I learned that in order to succeed, you have to surround yourself with a good support system. When you're trying to accomplish something, you need to have people that will support you and turn down all the negativity. So if that means taking a hiatus from everybody, then so be it. Which means you will need to depend solely on yourself for support, which also means you have to remain positive at all times, because at that point you have no room for negativity. I know that with the support of my family, my mother and my sister-in-law, helping me watch my son while I attend class was extremely helpful. So don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. I surrounded myself with classmates who were like-minded. Be prepared to make some sacrifices to get the job done. They say I'm the first one at Unitech Training Academy to ever pass the NBLEX. I simply set a goal. Did I feel ready? Absolutely not. But I believed that I could do it and I could get ready. So I set the test date. I worked hard, studied day in and day out because, like I mentioned, well, I didn't mention before because I skipped that part, but failure was not an option. So I sacrificed my social life, even my TV shows, and I don't know how I did that. But everything was on pause until my goal was met. It was hard. I even began doubting myself. But my newly instructor, Miss Tidra, I love you, came along with support and positive energy. She reminded me of who I was and the work she witnessed me put in. So I not only passed the test, I opened my own business while I was still in school. So to all my fellow graduates, I say, think about your goals in life. We all already accomplished some major milestones, and I know it may have not been easy for most getting here, but just know, things doesn't stop here. In fact, I'm certain things will only get more difficult along our paths. With that being said, I am standing before you today telling you that success can be achieved. Just believe, work hard, stay positive, and don't give up. Someone has to hold a title or make it happen. Why can't it be you? See you at the top. Thank you.
Ms. Sharon and Ms. Michelle, would you please come forward? The fall salutatorian for the pharmacy technician program is Xander Smith. The fall valedictorian for the pharmacy technician program is Jaquita Williams. Good evening, parents, friends, teachers, administrators, and of course, the graduating class of 2021. It is an honor to be standing here as class valedictorian. Never did I imagine when I enrolled into Unitech Training Academy, I would be giving a speech in front of the entire school. This is really a dream come true. Growing up, I didn't really have any career plans. All I knew was I needed money, a job, and transportation. With all that, I was good to go. My very first job I was working at was McDonald's. I then went to Winn-Dixie. I then went to Wendy's. I then went to Shoney's. After a while, I came to the point that I needed a career because the type of person I am, I just won't settle for less. I always wanted to do better. Knowing that I had always had a passion for helping others, in 2012, I decided to go to school for medical assistance. I graduated, but every single job wanted me to have experience. I went on to CNA, got hired at the same time I was filling out the application. Within those 5 years of being a CNA, I learned a lot. I've seen enough. Dealing with medications, watching how they interact with each other, watching what they help with, what's
going on with them it really set me out on my journey. And I feel when you believe, you will achieve. There will be many roadblocks, mountains to climb, obstacles to go through. But through it all, it is well worth it in the end. I remember my very first day of class, not knowing what to expect. Ms. G was filling me in with SIG codes, abbreviations, household measurements. I was understanding everything. But Lord, when I got home, went on that motor, the problem went like this, math of the day. She hit you with the math of the days. Inhale, 1 to 2 puffs by mouth every 4 to 6 hours. PRN for wheezing. Quantity, 200. She's asking for the day supply. I said to myself, what have I gotten into? I called Ms. G, and let me tell y'all, I used to call Ms. G so much, I still do. I still call Ms. G every day. Every time I needed something, if it was anything crazy, anything, I called Ms. G. I called Ms. G more than I was calling my mama. But Ms. G is so remarkable. Like, I never had a teacher that's motivating, that's always there, shows you, pushes you to do better. Hats off to you, Ms. G. Hats off. At this time, I would like to thank God for all of his blessings and for giving me a wonderful, supportive family. I would like to thank my mom for always being there for me. Without the guidance and support and her unconditional love, I wouldn't be the woman that I am today. Love you too. To my dad, he's not here, but he watching. Thank you for always making me feel like your little princess, no matter how old I am. To my husband, with his fine self. I appreciate everything you do for me and our family. Thank you for understanding some days I was too stressed to put something on the stove. But the reason is because Ms. G had the whole class doing 30-something definitions, question of the day, math of the day, then got to study for the drug word test the next day.
Are you certified?
Certified pharmacy. To my stepmom, I probably wouldn't be able to accomplish any of my dreams if it wasn't for you. No matter if I was going to school, work, making groceries, needed some me time, you always accepted all 4 of my kids with open arms. It was never no, it was never excuses. She was there, and she still is. I would like to honor my classmates. Get ready, Bree. The loudest of the class. Wajrell, can't stop talking. Jeramisha, bag of hot fries. Never shared, she ain't never shared a hot fry. I am truly proud of you all. You know, there's a statement that I live by. Output equals input, meaning whatever you put out, you shall receive equally in return. I am living proof of that, and so are each and every one of us. Thanks, and congrats.
give a round of applause for all of our valedictorian and salutatorian recipients tonight. At this time, I would like to call Ms. Roxanne Peacock to the podium to recognize our honor, career placement, and National Technical Honor Society graduates.
Students who show particular distinction in scholarship at Unitech Training Academy are afforded the opportunity of graduating with honors. In order to graduate with honors, candidates must have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or above. Will our honor graduates please stand? You will notice these honor graduates by the white cord around their neck, and they will also be recognized as they cross the stage to receive their diploma. Thank you, honor graduates. Please be seated. The gold cord represents graduates who are employed in their field of study. Would all Career Place graduates please rise? All right, one more round of applause. Yeah. Thank you, Career Place graduates. Please be seated. Unitech Training Academy has a charter with National Technical Honor Society, referred to as NTHS. The qualifications for membership are as follows. Maintain an overall GPA of 3.5 or greater, have 2 faculty and or staff recommendations, and students cannot exceed more than 5 unexcused absences. NTHS graduates, will you please stand? You will notice these graduates by the NTHS cords around their neck. We would also like to recognize Shalita Francois, president of NTHS, and Kenya Gross, who have 100+ community service hours. Congratulations. National Technical Honor Society members will also be recognized as they cross the stage for their diploma. NTHS graduates, please be seated.
All right, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. The next segment of our commencement ceremony will begin the certifying of diplomas. Will the dental assisting instructor, Ms. Breon Smith, please approach the podium? Don't egg her on.
Dental assistant candidates, please rise and remain standing. It is now my honor to certify these candidates for dental assistant diplomas. The lovely Mrs. Santos, on behalf of the faculty, I certify to you that those candidates who have completed all of their respectful academic requirements are entitled to receive their respective diplomas.
All right, graduates. I confer upon each of you the respective academic diplomas for which you have been recommended with all rights, privileges, and obligations. We at Unitech Training Academy offer our sincere congratulations. Graduates, please approach the podium.
Shakira Eugene, career placement. Michael Gaines, career placement. Teray Glenn, valedictorian and honors graduate. Latasha E. Manuel, career placement. Jakara Montgomery, career placement. Shelby Mortensen, salutatorian, honors graduate, National Technical Honor Society, and career placement. Shalita Stewart, honors graduate and career placement. Ayana Williams, career placement. She told me she was shy. Will the Early Childhood Ancillary Certificate Program Instructor, Mrs. Terry Lind, please approach the podium?
Early Childhood Ancillary Certificate Program candidates, please rise and remain standing. It is now my honor to certify the candidates for Early Childhood Ancillary Certificate Program diplomas. Mrs. Santos, on behalf of the faculty, I certify to you that those candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their respective diplomas.
Ms. Quenisha, I confer upon you the respective academic diploma with all rights, privileges, academic honors. We at Unitech Training Academy offer our sincere congratulations. Please approach the podium.
Quenisha Jones, valedictorian, honors graduate, National Technical Honor Society, and career placement. Will the EKG Phlebotomy Technician Program Chair, Ms. Roxanne Peacock, and Instructor, Ms. CJ Avery, please approach the podium?
EKG Phlebotomy Technician candidates, please rise and remain standing. It is now my honor to certify the candidates for EKG phlebotomy technician diplomas. Mrs. Santos, on behalf of the faculty, I certify to you that those candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their respective diplomas.
I confer upon each of you the respective academic diplomas for which you have been recommended with all rights, privileges, and obligations. We at Unitech Training Academy offer our sincere congratulations. Graduates, please approach the podium.
Rajanae Brown, salutatorian, honors graduate, career placement, and the media director for the National Technical Honor Society. Kaylee Carter, honors graduate and National Technical Honors Society. Kayla Clayton, career placement. Vanessa Etter, nationally certified phlebotomist technician, honors graduate and National Technical Honor Society. Shalita Francois, honors graduate, career placement, and president of the National Honor Society. Branique Gaines, honors graduate. This person was unable to be here tonight, but she is watching, Miss Kenya Gross. She's an honors graduate, National Technical Honor Society, and career place. Get well soon, Kenya. Michelle Holland. Honors graduate and National Technical Honor Society. Michaela Jenkins. All right, Michaela. Brooke LeBay, valedictorian, honors graduate, and National Technical Honor Society. Oh, I'm sorry. Candy Landry. Tanjanika Mason, career placement. Christopher Moore, career placement. De'Ara Oliver, honors graduate. Crystal Osimi, honors graduate. Alexa Oob. Taylor Smith.
Hey, Taylor.
Darion Stewart, career placement. LaRonda Stewart, nationally certified phlebotomist technician, honors graduate and National Technical Honor Society. Aisha Thomas, honors graduate. Well, Mrs. Jonique Foster, please approach the podium.
Medical assistant candidates, please rise and remain standing. It is now my honor to certify the candidates for medical assistant diplomas. Mrs. Santos, on behalf of the faculty, I certify to you that these candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their respective diplomas.
I confer upon each of you the respective academic diplomas for which you have been recommended with all rights, privileges, and obligations. We at Unitech offer our sincere congratulations. Graduates, please approach the podium.
Ms. Tyler Allen. Kiwana Harris, nationally certified medical assistant. Michaela Nelson, nationally certified medical assistant. Tia Oliver, salutatorian, and honors graduate. Jalen Smith, valedictorian, honors graduate. Kimara Thomas. Rashanta West. Will the online director of education, Ms. Tanara Bozanak, please approach the podium?
Everyone should have a sister like that. I love her.
Medical billing and coding candidates, please rise and remain standing. It is now my honor to certify the candidates for medical billing and coding diplomas. Mrs. Santos, on behalf of the faculty, I certify to you that the candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their respective diplomas.
I confer upon each of you the respective academic diplomas for which you have been recommended with all rights, privileges, and obligations. We at Unitech offer our most sincere congratulations, graduates. Please approach the podium.
Lacey Barth, valedictorian, honors graduate, and career placement. Michaela Christian. Kanithra Khan. Jasmine Harper. Rainita James, honors graduate. Rainita James, honors graduate. Oh. Brandy Jefferson. Courtney Johnson.
You gotta suffer to be beautiful.
Deshanique Santiago, salutatorian, honors graduate, and career placement. Nikita Scott. Will the massage therapy instructors, Ms. Jean Tassara and Ms. Tidra Cheney, please approach the podium?
Massage therapy candidates, please rise and remain standing. It is now my honor to certify the candidates for massage therapy diplomas. Mrs. Santos, on behalf of the faculty, I certify to you that the candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their respective diplomas.
I confer upon each of you the respective academic diplomas for which you have been recommended with all rights, privileges, obligations, and honors. We at Unitech offer our most sincere congratulations. Graduates, please approach the podium.
Michelle Blakemore, licensed massage therapist, honors graduate, National Technical Honor Society, and career placement. Brooke McNeely, licensed massage therapist, honors graduate, and career placement.
That's you, Angela? Okay.
Angela Nunez, licensed massage therapist. Marissa Pereira.
Is that right?
Melissa Smith. Derek Terry, Doctorate of Pharmacy, licensed massage therapist, salutatorian, honors graduate, National Technical Honor Society, and career placement. Jasmine Weber, licensed massage therapist, valedictorian, honors graduate, National Technical Honor Society, and career placement. Ashley Theory, honors graduate, and National Technical Honor Society. Rasul Woods, licensed massage therapist, honors graduate, National Technical Honor Society, and career placement. Will the Pharmacy Technician Program Director, Ms. Sharon Garrett, and the Pharmacy Technician Instructor, Ms. Michelle Bonilla, please approach the podium?
Would the pharmacy technician candidates please rise and remain standing? It is now my honor to certify the candidates for the pharmacy technician diploma. Ms. Santos, on behalf of the faculty and I certify to you that those candidates who have completed all their academic requirements are entitled to receive their respective diplomas.
I confer upon each of you the respective academic diplomas for which you have been recommended with all rights, privileges, obligations, and honors. We at Unitech offer our sincere congratulations. Graduates, please approach the podium.
Wisriel Bennett, career placement. And I hear she talks a lot. Brianna Ferrygood. Janae Frazier. Daniel Lafort, career placement. He must have forgot his cord, I guess. Exrander Smith, certified pharmacy technician, salutatorian, honors graduate, and career placement. Jeremisha Steptor, certified pharmacy technician. Audrey Underwood, certified pharmacy technician. And last but not least, Jaquitha Williams, certified pharmacy technician, valedictorian, honors graduate, National Technical Honor Society, and career placement. Can we have a round of applause for all the Unitech Academy New Orleans Campus 2021 graduates?
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. I would like to start by thanking all Unitech staff, faculty members, corporate members who helped us pull this event together tonight after damages to our original site, and St. Charles Parish Public School System for allowing us to host and facilitate this ceremony tonight. Can we give them a round of applause? to express my appreciation to the faculty and administrators who gave their time to participate and to plan and to organize. Your presence means a great deal. I would also like to send a special thank you to our guest speaker, Ms. Shaylin Randolph, for delivering such an awesome commencement address. And now, graduates, the second moment you've been waiting for. Please stand and rise. Y'all ready to go party? It is now time to move your tassels from the right side to the left side to signify your graduation. If you ever graduates, if you ever forget what side your tassel goes on, remember you wear it over your left side to remember your heart, your left side of your heart to remember your alma mater. Graduates, please turn and face the audience for a round of applause. Graduates, you may now be seated. Let me be the first to offer our warmest congratulations to you for a prosperous and a very successful future. This day signifies the beginning for each of you, but certainly not the finish. You have earned the special right and privilege to be associated with a special group. You can now call yourselves alumni of Unitech Training Academy. This day marks a wonderful milestone in your lives, but also in the lives of Unitech Training Academy. Before I turn the podium over to Mr. Cedric Ivory, I would ask that all guests please remain seated in this forum until the last graduate has exited the building.
Can everyone please stand? Let us pray. Gracious God of every abundant blessing, we rejoice in the achievements of this year Unitech Training Academy grads. We celebrate your presence in their lives through the love and support of parents, of siblings, partners, families, dear friends, mentors, teachers, professors, coaches, and other community partners. We are grateful for all who have made this moment possible. Please support and strengthen the graduates as they journey into this unknown future complicated by the coronavirus. As they journey into these unprecedented times, may they know your guidance. In their acts of justice, may they share in every good work to which you have led them. In their concerns and fears, may they know your presence, your peace. In their faithful witness, may they know your steadfast love. Bless them and sustain them, Lord, as they go forth, called to serve their neighbor in your mercy. This we pray and hope in the mighty name of Jesus. May everybody in the building say amen.